Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is me, Dukect, back with you. And how are y'all feeling? Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling great. Hope you are having a great Thursday night here on the Dukect Lounge. And wow, what another week of another banger of a Ring of Honor little, streaming service and all that stuff. And we had some great matches. All these matches were really good. Put a little stuff, personally, I think the really good stuff was at Aussie Open, Tracy Williams and Red Titus. Really good stuff here. Love that great tag team wrestling. Dalton Castle Boys was okay for what it was. Drake Chris and Man Scout and Slim J and R Davari, good stuff. I like seeing Drake Chris back in the ring. Trisha Dora and Billy Starks, really good stuff. I like Billy Starks, but Trisha Dora, I love watching her wrestle. She is, I hopefully she starts getting more opportunities, and hopefully she becomes like it's that next opportunity becomes, build herself up to being the next Ring of Honor Women's Champion because she can, and I love that Lariat Tubman. Angelico and Scorpio Serpentine, the SPA, Spanish announced project, versus Russian D'Alessandro. La Frexi, that was good. Russian, his boy, did some really good stuff here too. Serpentarico showed a little bit of fight. I like that. And it was just, and the sad thing, they just ripped off his mask and they threw it out in the crowd. They didn't even keep it. That's just cruel. Um, Bandejo, Eddie Kingston, not much of a match. Eddie Kingston basically went and tried to get a challenge to the Ring of Honor World Champion. That didn't have, it says, and Claudio's like, a man without honor can't be Ring of Honor champion. Ooh, that's a little bit of teasing or whatever. Next, you guys start with the opening match. Tony Deppen versus Samoa Joe. Good stuff here. Tony Deppen really looked, he had some good stuff here. It looked like he might win, but in the end, Joe wins today. And I like the fact that it was taped before Revolution. And they had to do some really clever editing to basically, the King of Television. They called him the King of Television without the TNT Championship. And then you had Mark Briscoe come out and challenge him for the TNT not TNT, but I wouldn't mind that. Mark Briscoe winning, getting an opportunity for the Ring of Honor World Television Championship. I bet that's gonna happen on the pay-per-view. Then we get to a really fun pure championship match. The Blackpool Combat Club basically slowly turning heel, not only with the Eddie Kingston and Claudio stuff, but also Wheeler Yuta doing, coming in, not hitting a closed fist not once but twice behind the referee's back, and then using his to tap out, tap out Timothy Thatcher along the ropes after he used all his rope breaks. Really devious stuff, and he's challenging Clark Connor, so that's going to be very interesting as well. And we get to our main event. Both ladies, Athena, Willow, great stuff, great action, great chemistry, everything on point with this match. A well-deserved main event. Just both ladies really proved themselves, and I hopefully one day Willow will get a championship match and win. Oh, that's gonna be the best day ever. Willow winning a championship, be it in the Ring of Honor or AEW, wherever it is, it's gonna just bring the crowd so happy. It will bring the entire arena to its just amazingly stuff. It's going to be the best day ever. And I truly believe it will happen this year. That's my hope. Anyway, overall, I love this thing from Ring of Honor. Great stuff. I can't wait to see what week 3, and then we'll get to the Super Card of Honor, and hopefully what's going to happen for when they hit Vegas, which everything goes according to plan, which will, fingers crossed, I will be going there. I will try to do a show after. I'll try to do a show at Vegas and see if I can do it. If I can do it, I'll bring my little tablet and see if I can do the show. And because it does have, I'll see if I can bring up my stuff there. I'll not bring my PC or anything. I'll see if my tablet, and worst comes to worst, I'll try to do it on my phone or something like that. If I can do it, I will try to do it for you, the people, because I love doing this stuff, and it'd be nice to see me do it on the road here and all that stuff. So it might be not as, not as this, using different tabs. Who knows? Maybe it will all work eventually. Until then, however, we'll get there when we get there. Overall, I can't wait. Can't wait to see what the fallout of this and what Ring of Honor television continues to grow. And yeah, it's I am so happy about this. I am humbled, so humbled that this Ring of Honor is in good hands and it continues to grow. It continues to grow. And I am, just, you know, you know, just can't wait to see what holds for Ring of Honor. But that's my review. I enjoyed it. I can't wait to see more from it. It is something I am so excited to see what is, you know, I just can't wait. I'm feeling very positive. Um, feeling very positive the show because man, there's nothing like good wrestling. You understand? Nothing like it. Anyway, we're gonna take a little bit of a break here, and when we come back, I'm gonna be talking. Uh, I'm gonna be talking about Capcom's Spotlight, and then the Suicide Squad. Hopefully, YouTube doesn't demonetize. Well, they don't care about that. YouTube, basically, I don't care about that. Talking about the video game here. Talking about getting delayed again. So, anyway, we'll be right back right after this, people. So you can sit back, relax, and listen to some lovely music here live on the Dukect Lounge. Thank you so much for joining me, Dukect. We'll be right back right after this. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It's me, Duke CT. Thank you so much for sticking with me here live on the Duke CT Lounge. And man, oh man, we have another game stuff to the Spotlight of Capcom, basically ripping off Nintendo Directs. But hey, you know what? It's better than wasting billions of dollars on props and stages and everything else. So let's look at what we have here. First up, we got the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, which was originally on the Game Boy Advance, and now it's coming back, not in POG form, but in a collection of 10 games coming to the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Steam. And to solve crimes, the cyber war with help of Mega Man.exe. I remember the anime. It was a weird show. I was like, came a little late. I never really watched. I watched it. It was weird, but we need to get back into it. Maybe it might be good. Let's see. The game will feature 499 patch cards, which will only available in physical form in Japan. It can be used starting with Battle Network 4. It will also feature the Buster Max mode to speed up gameplay by increasing the power of the Mega Buster to 100. The gallery will feature more than 1,000 illustrations, 188 songs to join in its gallery mode. The collection will be sold separately in Volume 1 and Volume 2. Mega Man Battle Network Legacy will release it April 14th. And here is Street Fighter. It's time for Street Fighter. Fighting the streets for the 6th time. The new installment of Street Fighter is about to be released. In addition to reminding us that the game modes will come in Fighting Ground, World Theater, and Battle Hub, today's presentation focuses on analysts of the game will feature Japanese actress Hikaru Takashi joins the roster of analysts and commentators, bringing a total of 8. An analysis commentator will be provided in real time to match action and add to the excitement of the fights. These commentators will be subtitled in 13 languages. So it's actually going to be a real type of tournament, which is interesting. I can't wait. It's going to be either be great or it's going to be terrible. It is not going to be either or in between. And okay, and then you have Capcom Town, 40th anniversary in June. So it'll be a digital theme park open called Capcom Town will open. This school digital museum called Capcom Town, which will open in June 12th. So when it's available, so we're gonna have a digital museum. That's nice. And then you have X Primal, which is basically, hey, remember Dino Crisis? Yeah, but it's basically Dino Crisis, but multiplayer now. Yeah, and battle passes and all that type of stuff. So and multiple X armors and such. So it will be you got like survival pass. We'll have 2 levels, one free and one premium. And unlocking both the exo armor and the weapon. Yada yada yada, and it'll be available on Game Pass through day 1. So it'll be on available Xbox One, Series X, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and Steam. Then we got Ghost Trick, which I saw this on Nintendo Direct. It looked interesting. This is a person who has lost his life. We knew exactly who he was. Until died, thanks to the power of the dead, possessed objects, and changed his fate. This version has updated graphics, which I think was this was a mobile game, and a higher frame rate per second, and an updated user interface. It also has a challenge mode that allows to unlock art and music for the allows the people who play this game to unlock art and music in the game, and all 37 music tracks have been rearranged and can be switched between the original and new versions. Monster Hunter's Rise will be in Sunbreak expansion. Will be released on April 28th for the Xbox Series X. I've never been in the Monster Hunter series. I tried getting into it, but it never was me. It wasn't. It never really focused with me. It just doesn't. Mm, you know. Mm. Let's see. Yeah, I just never liked Monster Hunter. But if you are for Monster Hunter, I hope it brings nice to you. It's gonna be one for the Steam and Switch versions, which is a okay. I just don't really. I tried to get into it, like I said, it was not me at that time. And then we get to Resident Evil 4, which is Resident Evil Death Island, which is how is it really crazy that the good adaptations of Resident Evil is basically the CGI animated stuff for the most part. The CGI animated stuff is actually, unironically good. Every time they hit the live action stuff, it's either just, you know, they just push all the characters to the side. They push the main characters to the side, or they just, they just had to invent new characters, and no one really cares. Just, it's just terrible. You know, uh, just stick to animated stuff, Capcom and Resident Evil. I'll just stick to games because the games it looks fun, and the Resident Evil Chainsaw demo, which I might be getting into tomorrow, if I have time. Yeah, when I have time, I'm probably going to get into that as well. It looks to be fun, and I can't wait for this. And there's like a huge sale, but I am saving my money for the most part. I want to get this at launch. Probably wants to get me at launch, but I'm like, nah, I will because I'm saving money to go to Vega and Double or Nothing. The game will be there when it will be there, so don't worry. The game's gonna be there. I'll sit back, chill, get it when I get it. Probably in the summertime when it probably has a sale or something. I'll probably get that. Probably review it too. I need to get back on that reviewing tip. So many games I need to start reviewing. I've been playing Bayonetta, so maybe I just got doing a Bayonetta review. I got the Wii U version, so that'd be something to do. And it actually works, so I'm feeling really good about that. Anyway, let's get into the other stuff that's been on uh man. Hmm, saying video games and news and such. Well, this thing. Let's talk about Suicide Squad. Just went to all the loads and everything else. There you go. And sure it is. Boom. Keeping the video game stuff. It is basically, yep, delay Suicide Squad again. This is not the first time they delayed this. It has been another delay for get ready this for this the Suicide Squad comic book franchise. It was going pushing it from a May release date to later this year to polish more stuff up again, trying so hard to scrub out of the Avengers stuff and the Gotham Knights stuff, which I by the way, I am a fan of Gotham Knights. I really did like it, even though some people think it's still, there is less meat on the bone and it sucks, but I think that it's got a little bit too much hate and such. Suicide Squad, though, this I haven't played it. It's a shame because I looked like it was going to be fun, but now it's just the Rocksteady Studios has just been they really just wanted to do a Superman game, but then they were stuck with this. Part of me just like, you know what, scrap this at this point. The new release date will say it was going to be here. It's going to be in May, but then at this point, it was going to be the live service elements, personal cosmetics, requirement to play online, basically being the Avengers. And then it was it was going to come out earlier this year, but then it's just slipped to it was really planned last year. Then it slipped to '03 to say we got to get rid of the bugs and everything. And the proved aspects, the game will lag behind and won't overall much of the core gameplay that led to the backlash. Person said, asked not to be named, discussing information that is in public. Meanwhile, the Hogwarts Legacy game, which everybody on Twitter wanted this, that, and the third, sold more than 12 million copies. Just again, I know I talked about this earlier. People who say they love it, I think Andy Joe pretty much said he got a 10 out of 10. But my goodness, let me just look at this. Yeah, let's see. Still basically blows my mind. What? Oh, Oh Lord, let me just get this here about this legacy. Ladies and gentlemen, Hogwarts Legacy continues to break sales. Hogwarts Legacy is now the fastest selling game ever in Europe and the US region. And there it is. According to this, has Hogwarts Legacy has been successful. It has outperformed Red Dead Redemption 2 and Elden Ring in terms of sales. Oh my goodness. Mm. Oh Lord. This is man. Talk about a just a really bad time for a lot of people. I know and everything. It's just the controversy and everything else. I feel bad. I feel a bit bad here. I do. I do. I feel a little bit bad. Mm. I feel so. This is just gosh. It's just this. The sales numbers are insane. It's insane. It's just like this right here. It is over 9 to 1, like this the supposed boycott not just failed, it failed massively. Because not only that, it's the Steam thing is now look at this. They have over 911,000, almost a million concurrent users. Can't even speak. For a single player game on Steam. Single player, not online, not everything else. It is a single player video game that has no online. It is, again, and I'm like, wow. And Harry Potter is relevant, but also it shows that majority of people, Twitter is not a real. It just goes to tell you that Twitter and all these people online this is not a real place. Once again, Twitter is not a real place, and it sucks to so many people who have, this whole we have to. They put the idea, they want the allyship with the trans community and such. Personally, for me, I'm not going to get it. Why? Because I never was a fan of Harry Potter. I thought it was just, I think I aged out on it. It came out in '99, and I was just, still on my weeb phase, mostly anime and everything else. I didn't really care for Harry Potter. Um, the only Harry Potter thing I got was I think it was a Quidditch game back in 2002 or three, and I was like, I got it when I was in when I was vacation in Florida, I believe. And man, I think I just traded it in after 3 months. It was not bad. It was just like I played it and I just didn't care for it. That was it. That was back in '02 and '03. But since then, it's just been I never really got into it. It's just been look at the sales. It has been um Hogwarts Legacy has only been available for 3 weeks, but it already ranks as the sixth belling game of the previous 12 months. And this was, the cover the official game sales of Hogwarts Legacy in the most main European markets, including UK, France, Germany, Spain, and Italy. This is, again, this is one of the biggest stuff. It says right now, it's like based on the current market trends, they could have the potential to sell 10 million copies worldwide in this first year. Even though right now I think it's floating around like 12 million, but this if it gets around that much, or it just outselling everything at this point, it might get up to like 15 million. It might actually be one of the most yeah, look at this. It's already been it is, we have just going beyond everything else. Hogwarts Legacy is probably going to be, you can have your boycotts and such, but at the end of the day, it's still going to, this is going to basically add this. And there is going to be not only DLC, but I won't be surprised if there's going to be more sequels down the pike. Maybe a little more, maybe a little bit more steampunkish or something. They're going to continue making these games. In fact, if this keeps going up, Warner Brothers can be like, you know what, man, I bet David Zaslav look at this sell like, oh, this is good. We're gonna maybe get more of this gaming stuff. Maybe get talk to them about doing a DC games or anything else. They're gonna get the same developers behind this to do a DC game. to do something like that. They want to have that type of money at the end of the day. Money, you know what? Because again, and this is right here why Harry Potter is going to come back. This is a reason why they're going to keep coming back to this well because, like I said, like I think I talked to Asa a couple weeks ago, it still sells. I mean, you can be mad at it, you can yell, you can scream, you can do all this stuff. At the end of the day, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. And those are the numbers. And meanwhile, you look at the Suicide Squad, and I don't see that going to do anything like that for the DC video game thing. Shame, really, because I love Rockstar. Rockstar with Rocksteady. It's shame one day maybe maybe somebody will get there and say, you know what, this thing is not ready. Maybe they really will should just scrap the game and just do a Superman game. Just do a Superman video game, man. I think at the end of the day, that will probably be the best solution for everybody. But I doubt that's going to happen. My hope is that would be a good hope. Good hope, ladies and gentlemen. That's all we have. That's all we have is hope. And yeah, that's it for the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here, listening to me, Dukect. Thank you so much for watching. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all later.